Here's what the city's website looks like right now. You basically just get an error 20 message. But you know what, folks? No place are we seeing a bigger reaction to this and more problems than over at Charlotte Douglas. WCNC Charlotte's Richard DeVayne now live. He's been out there for the last several hours. And Richard, you've been covering the airport now for 20 years about. And you say you have never seen it like it is this morning because of the problems.
Ben, that is absolutely correct. Good morning to you. Good Friday morning, everyone. Yeah, I've been out here. Just to give you perspective, we were here 30 minutes ago, and we spoke to a family, young family, right over there. They just moved over there in the last 30 minutes. That's how far they've gone. Not very far. Still in line here at Delta. These folks were all here, right here. They haven't moved at all. This is just gives you an example in 30 minutes, and then once they pass that area, they've got to go through checkpoints. Now, TSA is moving. A lot of folks are there, but we're getting the note. They told me in my ear a few minutes ago, I don't want to make the mistake, but I know we've got already dozens of cancellations, even more delays. Delta's canceled flights to Atlanta. That is their major hub in this area, in this part of the country. So a lot of folks already having to figure out what to do. As Ruben shoots down, you can see that's the checkpoint line. The TSA line has continued to move throughout the day. The issue is that folks are getting to their gates, but their planes are still not taking off. American Airlines has said that it is made communication with this system, but as of yet, we have not seen any flights take off. We're going to be paying close attention to that. Delta has actually been asking folks with one bag to come out of this line so they can get them through TSA a little bit quicker. But the issue is a lot of folks are having issues, like, for instance, the folks over there at Southwest. They had problems all morning because this outage affected their apps. Folks weren't able to log on to the apps to get their boarding passes or anything. When they stood in a long line, as you can see, they're now over there at the kiosk and the desk. When they got to those kiosks, they also were having issues. They were not working. As you see, folks aren't even using the kiosk. They're going to the desk. You see a lot of folks, a lot of airline employees doing what they can to try to help people get through this, but it is a headache here. These lines right here, these are brand new. They pull these up and put these out here so they could try to keep people in order a little bit. And the issue is, as always, Charlotte Douglas is under construction, so the American Airlines at the other end of the terminal, they're now on this side of the newer terminal. That's for the first class priority people. The folks flying Maine, they're back there, and they are not taking off as well. A lot of backups at the gate. As you can see, people, this young lady right there is trying to tell people if they have one bag, they can go ahead and get on, go to TSA. It is a big headache. They're making their last minute adjustments throughout. This has been a massive headache. And amazingly enough, this week has been a tough week. A lot of people, because of the weather, they had issues in the Northeast, but this is something that I've not seen in a long time. And we've had a lot of issues pre-pandemic, pandemic. This is probably, right now, there are a sea of people. Ruben, just pan down this terminal. We have one concourse here at Charlotte Douglas. Look at this terminal. This new wing of it is packed. There are probably just as many people at the gates, and those folks are finding out, a lot of them, I know 64 flights, I think, cancellation at the last check, they were told that they would not be able, those flights were not taking off. So that's the situation, a ripple effect that'll last throughout the day at the very least. Guys, let me send it right back to you, Ben.
All right, Richard, for the folks watching at home who might have flights later on or somebody's coming in town, you are our expert there on the ground. What would you tell folks at home watching this who can't get on their airline's app because it's down and want to know what they should be doing? What is your best piece of advice for those folks?
If you have an early flight and you're not already here, I would just stay home right now. Just wait. If you're trying to pick someone up, you need to wait and find out if that flight actually takes off. This is going to be a massive headache. And I was just talking to some folks who are driving. You can imagine, as you'll hear from Destiny, people are going to try to drive to their destinations. Roads are going to be crowded.
Right here. Good morning.
How is the city doing?
Not like this.
Not like this? The city's website is down. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Okay. Now, where are you going?
I'm going to Atlanta.
You know who this is, right? Just introduce yourself to the folks here.
I'm City Councilwoman Tijuana Brown.
Have you ever seen the airports like this before?
This is crazy. What happened? It must be some bad weather.
The outage. The outage is also affected. The city's website is down, actually.
Oh, I don't know, because we're on recess.
You're on recess. That's why you
we're
don't
on recess,
know.
so I don't know. I haven't tried to log into.
I mean, it's
okay. It's no problem. I hadn't tried to log into our website, though, yet.
Okay, so.
But this right here is ludicrous. I thought I was coming early. And it's like, oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's
bad.
It's bad.
It's real bad.
Well, hope you can get to your destination.
Well, you sure look nice.
Thank you, Councilwoman. That's our Councilwoman. But we can say that right now that is the situation here at Charlotte Douglas. A lot of people, like, for instance, our Councilwoman person coming to the airport and finding out about it. A lot of folks we spoke to also finding out about it. I've spoken to a number of flight attendants who work for different airlines, U.S. Air, Southwest, as well as JetBlue. They say they looked at their apps, their assignments this morning. Everything seems to be normal, but they find out when they get to the airport that things are not normal. That's the situation right here, Ben. We're going to send it back to you for a while.
All right, sounds good. Richard DeVayne with quite the get there. The first time we're actually hearing from city officials. He happened to be in the right place, the right time.